I took a cheap DNA test for fun and accidentally uncovered the family secret my grandma hid for over 50 years. I'm 26, and I live with my mom and my grandma. It's always been the three of us. Same house, same routines, same stories I've heard my entire life about our family. Nothing ever hinted that there was anything missing, so when I ordered one of those at-home DNA kits, it was genuinely just for fun. I wanted to see where we came from, maybe find a few distant cousins, something to talk about for 5 minutes, and move on with my day. When the results came in, I was sitting on my bed, half watching TV, barely paying attention. Then I saw a name I didn't recognize labeled as a very close family match. It said the person was most likely my aunt. I remember rereading it over and over, thinking my brain had to be filling in the wrong word. My heart started pounding because I knew, logically, that my mom does not have a sister. I've heard her life story 100 times. I grew up with just her and Grandma. There was never even a hint of another child. I walked into the kitchen and showed my mom my phone. She smiled at first, like it was funny, and said, "That's impossible." But when she looked closer, her face changed. She got really quiet and just said, "That doesn't make sense." That night, neither of us slept. The next morning, we sat my grandma down. She could tell something was wrong before we even spoke. I put the phone on the table and said, "Grandma, who is this?" She stared at the screen like it might disappear if she waited long enough. Her hands were shaking. When she finally spoke, she whispered, "I was hoping this would never come out." Then she told us everything. When she was 16, a much older man who was a close family friend took advantage of her. She knew exactly what had happened, but she was young, scared, and had no power to stop what came next. When her parents found out she was pregnant, they didn't ask if she was okay. They panicked about reputation, about what people would say, about protecting him instead of her. They told her she'd brought shame on everyone, that keeping the baby would ruin lives. They made the decision for her, arranged for the child to be taken away the moment she was born, and warned her that if she ever told the truth, she wouldn't just lose the baby, she'd lose her family too. She looked at my mom and said, "I didn't give her up because I wanted to. I gave her up because I wasn't allowed to keep her." My mom was crying so hard she couldn't speak, not because she was angry, but because she realized her entire life she'd been missing a sister, and my grandma had been carrying that pain alone for decades. We decided to message the woman from the test. She replied the same day. She said she'd always known she was adopted, but never had any information about her biological family. She said, "I never expected anyone to reach out. I just wanted to know where I came from." A week later, we video called her. The moment my mom saw her face, she started crying again. They had the same eyes, the same expressions, even the same way of talking with their hands. It felt surreal, like watching two people meet who were always supposed to know each other. My grandma apologized over and over, barely able to look at the screen. Her daughter just said, "I've lived a good life. I just wanted to know you were okay." Now we talk regularly. We're planning to meet in person later this year. I ordered that DNA test out of boredom. I didn't expect it to rewrite my family's history or give my mom a sister she never knew existed.